Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Thanks for joining. Hi, I see you all. Thanks for joining. Hi, Pauline, I see you. Good Heart, I see you. Agatha, I see you. Kiki, I see you all. Cisse, I see you. Thanks for joining. You're all welcome. Mokolo, I see you. Thanks for joining. You're all welcome. Hello. We are live on TikTok and YouTube. How are you doing? I'm doing great. Thank you. Thanks for joining. Hope you are doing fine too. Hello everyone. Thanks for joining. You're all welcome. Welcome. Please make sure to give the video a thumbs up as you join. Like the video. Share the video so that other people can join. You're all welcome. Thanks for joining. I see you all. Thank you all for joining. You're all welcome. Please make sure to share the video so that other people can join us. I see you all joining. I appreciate you all. Thank you all for joining. You're all welcome. You're all welcome. Yes, yes, yes. Share the video so that other people can join. Thanks for joining. We are live on YouTube and TikTok. I see you all joining. You're welcome. You're welcome. Drop in the comment section. Let me know where you're watching me from. I appreciate your presence here. Let me know where you're watching. Just say something in the comment section so I know where you're watching from. Thanks for joining. You're welcome. You are all welcome. Thanks for joining. We are live on YouTube and TikTok. So let me know where you're watching from, please. You're welcome. Thanks for joining. Please share the video and give the video a thumbs up so that other people can join us. Yes. Tag 1 or 2 persons to join us because we are live. We are live to talk about diabetes. Our health is very important. So make sure to share the video. Tag someone to join us, please. Hey, Rosalind, I see you. Thanks for joining, Rosalind. Thank you for joining, Rosalind. I see you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you very much for joining, Rosalind. I see you. Malo Rosalind, thanks for joining. Let me know where you're watching from, please. If you don't mind, type in the comment section so that I know where you're watching from. You're all welcome. Yes, let's talk about how to reverse diabetes naturally. Type in the comment section. Let me know where you're watching from. I'm glad to have you all today. I'm glad to have you here with me this evening. Hello, Dodo. Thanks for joining, Dodo. You're welcome. Thanks for the heart, Dodo. You're welcome. Hey, Malo Rosalind is watching from Cameroon. How is Cameroon this evening, Rosalind? You're welcome. Thank you for joining. I appreciate your presence here, Rosalind, all the way from Cameroon, joining us from on YouTube. You're welcome, Rosalind. How is Cameroon doing and where in Cameroon are you residing, Rosalind? Where in Cameroon are you residing? You're welcome. Thanks for joining. Okay. Dimamzo from TikTok is watching me from South Africa. You're welcome. Thanks for joining all the way from South Africa. You're welcome. Thanks for joining. I see you all. Today we are going to discuss something very important when it comes to diabetes management. So make sure to share the video so that other people can join. My sister from South Africa, Dimamso, you're welcome. Thanks for joining. Hope you are doing well. How is South Africa this evening? You're welcome. People on YouTube, let me know where you're watching from. Type something in the comment section so I can know where you're watching from. You're all welcome. And make sure to share the video. Share so that people can join us. Please share the video and give the video a thumbs up because we are going to talk about something very important. And if you can understand what we are going to teach today, then it will be 1 + 1 for you to reverse your diabetes. So make sure to pay attention to this class because it's going to be a life-changing class. Watching from Tanzania, hey Shadia, all the way from Tanzania, you're welcome. I hope I pronounced your name well. Sending hugs. Thank you very much, Diabetes to Wellness. Diabetes to Wellness. Thank you very much, sister. Watching from the UK, you're welcome. Just coming from work. Oh, sister, you need a rest. Thanks for joining. Watching from London. We have people from the Queensland in the house. Thank you all for joining. I see you all. You're welcome. How does drinking warm water help with diabetes type 2? We are going to talk about that. We are going to talk about that, Rosaline. We are going to talk about food today, so definitely we are going to talk about water. We'll soon be sorting myself and hopefully catch up. No problem. Diabetes to wellness. Take your time, sis. We are here. Good evening, sis. Watching from Germany. Hey, Cookie Mama. Thanks for joining all the way from Germany. You're welcome. I see you. You're welcome. Please, people on YouTube, let me know where you're watching from. I'm only see those on TikTok commenting where they are watching from. We have South Africa, we have Germany, we have London, we have UK, we have Tanzania, and which country do we have again? We have South Africa. I see you all. You all are welcome. I see Germany. Germany is leading on TikTok. You are all welcome. Thank you all so much for joining. I'm happy to have you all today. People on YouTube, let me know where you're watching from. Let me know where you're watching from on YouTube. Where are you watching from? Rosalind is watching from Cameroon. Oh, we have Fahim from Tanzania. Thank you very much for joining all the way from Tanzania. Fahim watching live on YouTube. You're welcome. How is Tanzania today? And I have someone watching from Dar es Salaam. Okay, that is in East Africa, and that is Tanzania. Fahim is watching all the way from Dar es Salaam. How is Dar es Salaam today? You're welcome. Hey, Masiba Richard is watching from Houston. You're welcome. Papa Dona's country. You're welcome. I see you. I'm so grateful. Lady Lee is watching from Germany. Cesar is watching from Germany. I see you all. Thank you all very much. I appreciate your presence here. Today we are going to talk about something very important. You all know me. My name is Mirabi Kono. I am a registered nurse and a certified diabetes educator. So I help my African community on my platforms to help them to manage their diabetes natural, because it is possible for them to manage their diabetes naturally. And not only that, I help you how you can manage your diabetes while you are still eating our African foods, because many people, even the doctors, they believe that our African foods are not good when you have diabetes. But as a diabetes educator, as someone who has studied diabetes, as someone who has an understanding about what diabetes is, I am here to tell you that our African foods are good for you to eat them and still manage your diabetes. And I'm not only saying that, I'm also teaching you all on this channel how you can actually eat our African foods and still manage your blood sugar level. And today I want to talk about something which is very important. What is that thing that I am going to talk? Before I even dive, let me confirm, is my volume is okay? Can you all hear me? People on TikTok, people on YouTube, is my volume okay? If my volume is okay, let me also get a confirmation so I know I am not talking to myself. So let me know if the volume is okay. If you can hear me from YouTube, please type yes. Okay. TikTok says yes. People on YouTube, let me get a confirmation from you also. Can you hear me? Yes, it's okay. Thank you very much, Fatima. Tony says it's okay. Cookie Mama says it's okay. Thank you very much for the confirmation. Okay, so we are good to go. Both ways are good. So thank you all very much for the confirmation. Let me put my phone on so that I can also be reading the comments from YouTube, because sometimes it's very difficult to read the comments using the main phone. So let me try to use another phone to put to log in on YouTube so that I can be reading the comments, because it's very important if I can read your comments. Yes, so you are all welcome. Thank you very much. So my volume is okay. So today we are going to talk about how to eat clean with diabetes. So we are going to talk about how to eat clean with diabetes, because it is very important for you to understand how you can eat, even if you are eating our African foods. Like I said, our African foods are good and convenient for you to eat them and manage your diabetes. But the problem is, how do you use our African foods when you want to manage your diabetes? So we are going to be talking about that. But before we talk talk about that, let us also understand that diabetes is a dietary problem. And so if diabetes is caused because of our diet, it also means that we can use diet to treat this diabetes. And that is why it is very important for you to know how to eat clean. People have been struggling with diabetes for ages, for years, for decades, taking medication, and every year the doctor adds their medication. It is just a sign to prove that meds are actually not the real cure or not the real solution to managing diabetes. So if you have been taking meds for 10 years, 5 years that you were diagnosed with diabetes, and up till today you are still using them and your blood sugar levels are high, it means that there is actually something that is powerful than the meds that you are taking. And that is what we are going to discuss here today. And that tool that is very powerful for you to use it if you really want to manage and reverse your diabetes naturally, that tool is your diet. So how do you eat clean when you have diabetes to reverse your diabetes and bring your blood sugar levels under control? That is what we are going to be discussing. First of all, when we talk about eating clean, many people think that eating clean means that you have to stop eating our African foods. According to them, our African food is not clean when you have diabetes. So people think that when you talk about eating clean, you are referring to them to stop eating African food. Some people also think that it is not even about eating or stopping from eating our African food. Some people think that when they talk about you eating clean, you have to eat expensive food and also you have to eat imported food. No. Eating clean has nothing to do with you stopping from eating your African food, or you using expensive food, or you importing food to use. No, our African foods are enough for us to use to manage and reverse diabetes. You don't need foreign food because everything that you have to manage your diabetes, we have them already in our kitchen. Most of us have them already in our kitchen, but we just don't know how to use them. So I am going to teach you what it is and how you can use it. So if eating clean doesn't mean stopping from eating African food, if it doesn't mean you using your money to buy expensive food, and if it doesn't mean you importing foreign food, what does eating clean means? When we talk about eating clean, when it comes to diabetes management, we mean that you are eating foods that are natural, unprocessed food. That is what we are talking about, you eating food. We are talking about our natural foodstuffs, foods that are in their whole form. Just like when you plant maize, you harvest that maize from your farm. That maize is still in its whole form. It has not been processed and made flour from it. We are not talking about the flour. We are talking of the whole maize. That is what we are talking about, clean food or clean eating. So clean eating means you eat foods that are in their natural form, foods that have not been processed. Another thing that we mean by eating clean is that you have to avoid or stop eating refined food. When I talk about refined food again, it still goes to talking about processed food. Refined food will mean like something like white rice. For people who grew up where they cultivate rice, you will know that rice is mostly brown and rice has much fiber. But when we come to start eating white rice, we will realize that this white rice has been processed. It has been processed in the machines, remove most of its fiber, and as a result of that, when you are eating white rice, you are just eating the chaff, you're eating carbohydrates. So when we are talking of eating clean, we are talking about you avoiding or reducing refined food, you avoiding rice, or white rice to be more specific. You avoiding white bread because white bread also has been refined. There is no tree that you will just go there and you harvest bread. No, there is no farm that you can go and plant bread. No, bread is made from product. So you have to avoid eating white bread, white rice, because it is not good for you. Pastries, most of us, we have this sweet tooth. We like to eat things that are sweet. We like to buy donuts. We like to buy puff puff. We like to buy ching ching. We like to buy cakes. We like to eat cupcakes. When we go to a wedding and we don't eat a wedding cake, it's like we have not eaten in that occasion. No, when you want to eat clean, when you have a diabetes, you have to avoid all these things because they are processed food and they contain a lot of sugar, a lot of calories, which is something that is going to affect your blood sugar level. So another thing that you can do is for you to start choosing our African foods if you want to eat clean. Our African foods are good food. They are not only good, but you also have to know how to combine them, which I'm going to be teaching us also in this class. Hey, a big shout out to you, Adobaye. I see you. Oga Foundation, thanks for joining. I see you. You're welcome. Thank you very much. That's the first time I'm seeing your name on my platform. Oga Foundation, thank you very much. You're welcome here. Yeah, we talk everything that has to do with diabetes, how you can reverse and manage diabetes while eating our African foods and get off those meds because you don't need them. White baby, hello sis, hello sis. I see you all the way from TikTok. You're welcome. Thanks for joining. So when we talk again about, I've given us 3 points when we talk about eating clean. What do we actually mean? The first thing is that you have to avoid processed food and start eating food from their home. Hey, Albert, all the way from Ghana, thanks for joining. The other thing is that refined foods or processed foods, avoid or stop them. If you have just been diagnosed with diabetes, the best thing for you is to stop them completely. All this refined food, if you can stop them completely, it is very good. And why? Is because sugar is very addictive. So if you say you want to leave it slow and steadily, by the time you know, you'll be head into it. So if there is a way that you can completely stop eating all these sugary things, stop it, because when you start slowly, you are going to engage in it even before you know. So avoid it completely. It is not good. It is not healthy. It's not going to help you, especially if you are struggling with high blood sugar levels and if you want to reverse your diabetes. Another thing for you to eat clean, which is very important, is for you to add more vegetables to your plate. Let your plate be filled with vegetable. Add foods that are high in fiber. Add healthy fats. Let your plate be full with all these good and healthy foods, which includes vegetables. We have a variety of vegetables in our African society. Whether you are from Ghana, you are from Tanzania, you are from Cameroon, you are from Kenya, you are from South Africa, we have good vegetables to use when you want to manage your diabetes. So those are the kind of things that you are supposed to focus on, not the processed foods, not the pastries. All these things are going to help you, and they are only going to make you to keep spending money without seeing any progress. And now when you start eating this way, when you start eating clean, what is going to happen is that your general health is going to be restored. Yes, when you start, food is medicine. For those of you who don't know, food is medicine. You don't need to start swallowing pills, or you don't need to start taking Ozempic. You don't need to start taking Monjaro before you know that you are on medication. No, food itself is healing. So if you can eat it the right way, you are going to use it as a tool to heal your body from no matter any situation or any illness that you are facing. Food is healing. So when you start eating clean, the first thing is that you are not only going to see improvement in your blood sugar levels, but your whole body, you are going to feel it. Your energy is going to go up when you start eating food. That is why sometimes you see some people after eating, they feel so sluggish, they feel sleepy, they don't want to do anything again. That is because those people, they focus on junk food. They focus on foods that were high in carbohydrate. And immediately after eating, the only thing that keeps coming to their mind is for them to go and sleep. Why? Because they are tired. And this tiredness is as a result of the sugar that they have packed in their system. So when you eat clean, you are restoring your body. When you eat clean, you are going to balance your blood sugar level. And like I said, it is also going to improve your energy levels and take it up. And by the way, from what I have said, this is just a tip of what I am going to be teaching you in my 4-week diabetes reversal group on WhatsApp. On Monday, we are going to start this group, and in this group, I am going to be teaching you how you can reverse your diabetes while you are still eating our African food. In these 4 weeks, I'm going to go right deep into the roots of diabetes and bring it out and give you the solution that you can use to treat your diabetes in a natural way. A way that is very simple and convenient to you. A way that you will not feel deprived of our African food. So if you want to join my group, my WhatsApp group is still open. Send me a message that you want to join my 4-week WhatsApp group to reverse your diabetes, and then I am going to send you a link on how you can register. But this is not a free group, it is a paid group, so you are going to pay. But when I talk about pay, it is not a huge amount. According to me, it's a token from me to you, because the lessons that I am going to teach you, the information that you are going to gain is more than the amount that you are going to give me for these 4 months. Remember, in this process, I'm going to be your coach. I'm going to guide you. I'm going to advise you. I'm going to teach you step by step how you can actually reverse your diabetes and bring your blood sugar levels under control. By the time you go to your doctor for your next appointment, your doctor will going to be surprised, bewildered, flabbergasted, will not even know what to tell you, because your blood sugar levels will definitely be under control. If you doubt it, try me and see it for yourself. So our class is starting on Monday, the 1st of September, and we are going to dive deep into it so that you can know what to do to reverse your diabetes, which is very important. So let's go back into how you can eat clean. If you have any questions, I would like to, please, how much for the pack? Okay, the pack is $50. If you want to know the pack, it costs just $50 for these 4 weeks. So for these 4 weeks, I'm going to be collecting $50. And like I said, for the 4 weeks, I'm going to go right deep into the roots of diabetes, bring it out, show it to you that this is the cause and how we are going to tackle it. So it costs just 50 pounds. Know that we are doing it for 4 weeks. It is not for 2 weeks. It is not for 3 weeks, but we are doing it for a full month, which is a 30 days program. So if you are interested, if you want to reverse your diabetes, let me know. I am happy to do this with you, and you will never regret joining the group. So make sure to send me a message if you want to reverse your diabetes. Even if you have been struggling with diabetes for 10 years, 20 years, 15 years, this is an opportunity for you to start again. So give me a try. You have been trying your doctor, you have been using all other resources, and they have not been helping you. Now you have found me. Give me a try. Give me your life for 4 weeks and see the transformation that I am going to give to you. For those of you who are watching me on YouTube, that is the number on the screen, +32 466 38 86 64. So use that number and contact me if you want to join my group, and I'm going to give you a link for you to register. What is your WhatsApp number? That is my WhatsApp number on the screen, Titi. +32 466 38 86 64. Yes, that is the WhatsApp group on the screen. For those of you who are watching me on YouTube, use the WhatsApp number found on your screen to write me, to send me a message that you want to join my group. Like I said, it is not free. So if you are coming to me, don't come that it is a free class. No, it costs $50 for the 4 weeks. This $50 is just my gift to you people. Can I join? Say my hemoglobin is 5.6. Can I join to lower? Definitely, white baby, you can join it. White baby, you can join it. You are very free. If you are pre-diabetic, you can also join. This is an opportunity for you to join to reverse your pre-diabetes. Remember, pre-diabetes is just one step to having diabetes, and now this is the time for you to actually reverse your pre-diabetes. Do not wait until you have diabetes type 2 before you start struggling to reverse it. Now that you are still in the stage of pre-diabetes, make sure to take the chance now and reverse it. So pre-baby, if you want to, a white baby, if you want to join it, send me a DM, send me a message on my WhatsApp. If you have my WhatsApp number, I have my email also on my TikTok account. So just go to my bio and you send me a message. Hey Zulu, I see you. How much is it? Sorry, to convert it to in Naira, to be honest with you, I don't know the conversion in Naira. I don't know how much it is in Naira. Maybe just go to Google and put $50 in Nigerian Naira. To be honest with you, I don't know how much it is in Naira, but you can do that on Google. Google will help you to convert it. Or if somebody know how much $50 is in the comment section, please just type it so that I can help a brother or a sister here who want to know how much $50 is in Naira. But to be honest with you, I don't know. So let's talk about how to eat clean. So we've talked about how to eat clean. I was even talking about how to avoid all the junk foods, the fried foods, avoid frying. The best thing that you can start doing is for you to steam your food, bake your food, boil your food, use less oil. That is how you know if you are eating clean. If you are that person that only like to eat fried food, no. Fried food is not clean when you want to manage your diabetes. Avoid frying food. Go for foods that are cooked using water, steamed or baked, or put them in your oven, or even just use less oil. But anything that has to do with deep frying. Okay, Titi, somebody says 77K from Nigeria. So $50 will be 77K in Naira. Thank you very much, Popo, for that. Popo, thank you very much. So somebody says $50 is 77K Naira. I hope I'm saying it well. So $50 is 77K Naira. So hope you've gotten it. Yes, so avoid frying, go for steaming, go for baking, put your food in the oven, air frying. Air fry is even one of the best way. You can air fry your food. You can even cook with less oil, use a good oil to cook. That is also going to help you. That is what we talk about, you eating good. And one of the most powerful and easiest way is for that I only teach my patient is that I teach my patient how to eat clean by using the plate method. And I'm going to demonstrate the plate method because it is very important for you. By the time you start doing or using the plate method, which is the best way for you to eat clean, then you are going to be able to manage and reverse your diabetes as fast as you were even thinking of. So what is going to happen is that when you start using the plate method to eat when you have diabetes, it's going to help you to eat clean without measuring. Remember, some people, when they want to lose weight, they will say you have to measure your food, you have to eat 1 cup, you have to eat 30 kilograms, you have to eat 5 kilograms. No, but when you use the plate method is a very simple way that you can eat confidently without even thinking of measuring your food, because the plate itself, it's simple. It has everything that you need. So you don't need to go and start looking for measuring scales, measuring spoons, or measuring cups. No. Just your plate is all you need. I will teach you, I will demonstrate how to use it. Another thing that has to do with the power of the plate method is that you are going to eat without counting your carbohydrate. Like I said last time, I said if you are a diabetic and you want to eat, you are required to eat, and if you are a woman, you are required to eat 40 to 45 grams of carbohydrate. But with the plate method, you don't even need to start calculating or start doubting if you are eating the right amount of carbohydrate, because the plate, it says it all. The plate has everything that you need to know. And then the other thing that you are going to do is that you are going to eat without stress. You are going to eat without stress, not thinking, oh, am I eating well? Am I eating more than I'm supposed to eat? You are going to eat very freely, no stress, so long as you are eating and using the plate method. Yes, Evo, 77,000 Nigerian naira. That is it in naira. For that person who was asking for $50 in naira, it costs 75,000 Nigerian naira. So now I have to demonstrate to you how you can use the plate method, because it is very, very important for you to understand it. And for us to understand it, I'm going to try my best to draw it, because I know most people don't have the plate, but I'm going to draw it on the board so that it will be very easy for you to use your normal plate that you have at home to do this method. So do not bother if you don't have a plate that is divided like this. Do not feel left out. Know that you can still use your normal white plate, blue plate, whatever plate that you have at home, and do this technique. So I'm going to draw it in a very simple way that you can be able to understand it. So what you are going to do is that you are going to take your plate. Remember, we are teaching on how to eat clean. So for you to eat clean, you don't have this plate with you at home. No problem. What you are going to do, the normal plate that you have, let's say this is your normal plate. So this is your normal plate. If you are eating clean, this is your normal round plate, the normal round plate that you have with you at home. This is how your normal plate is. So what you are going to do is that you will take that plate and you divide that plate into two. We are teaching how to eat clean using the plate method. So you are going to divide that plate into half. That is 2 halves. Hope you all are seeing. You are going to divide your plates into 2 halves. That is how we are eating clean. And then you will take one side of the plate, you divide it again into 2 quarters. That is you eating clean. That is you just forming this plate. So you don't need to go and start searching for a plate if you don't have it. The normal plate that you are using at home is good for you. So you will use it like that. So now this is your normal plate. You have your plate like this. You have divided it into 3 sections. Now the bigger section, which is 50%, this bigger section is 50%. Because it is half, so this half is 50%, which means that these 2 halves, they both form 50%. So this will be 25%. And this other will be 25%. If you want to eat clean when you are managing diabetes, this is how you are supposed to eat. This is how you eat clean when you have diabetes. Now, the 50%, what is the 50% made up of? We are going to put it here. Your 50%, you have to fill it with vegetables. Voila. So your 50% is vegetables, which means that half of your plate when you are eating, you have to fill it with vegetable. What is your vegetable? When we talk of vegetable, we are talking of something like cocoyam's leaf. For people in Ghana, you call it kontomir. I think people in Ghana, you call it kontomir, something like that. I hope I'm pronouncing it well. People in Ghana is kontomir. So cocoyam leaves, yes, we eat cocoyam leaves. They are very delicious. They contain fiber. People in Ghana, they call it kontomir. If I'm wrong, please correct me in the comment section. Circle is horrible. My circle is horrible. Thank you. I'm trying to correct the circle. Don't mind the drawing, but your plate is definitely round. Your plate is definitely round, so don't mind my circle. It's just an illustration. I hope it's better now. Ella, the plate is better now. What do you think? Hey, you that is laughing my plate. My plate is better now. Voila, my plate is round now. Say, the plate is round now. Let's do it in a way that you can read it well. Don't laugh my plate, oh. My plate is good now. So here is 50%. Now, when the blue ink is not writing that much, so here is 50%. I hope my circle is good now. Okay, so here is 50%. So your 50% has to be something like your cocoyam leaves, your bitter leaf, your cucumber, your cabbage, your okra, your zucchini, your potatoes leaves. Yes, potato leaves. Potatoes leaves are really delicious. For people who know, you know that potatoes leaves are very, very delicious. Pumpkin leaves, those who are eating pumpkin leaves, your pumpkin leaves falls under your vegetable, which takes the place of the 50%. So you have cocoyam leaves, you have bitter leaf, you have okra, you have sweet potatoes leaves, you have what leaf again? Pumpkin leaves. You have pumpkin leaves. You have zucchini. For those of you who are in the Western world and you can eat broccoli and broccoli, you can also put broccoli here if you have broccoli. You can also put your zucchini here for your vegetable. You can put your zucchinis here. So that is what your 50% looks like. Your 50% has to be with vegetable. Now you come to your 25%. What are you going to be eating from this 25%? The other half, remember, our 50% is made up of vegetable, and our vegetable contains fiber. We are going to talk about that shortly. It contains fiber. Now, our 25% here, we are going to add protein. Remember, we are talking on how to eat clean. So if you are eating clean, 50% has to be vegetables. 25% of your plate has to be filled with protein. An example of your protein, when we talk about protein, we talk about your egg. We talk about your fish. We talk about chicken. For those who like chicken, we talk about chicken. We talk about turkey. People that eat turkey, we talk about turkey. We talk about goat meat. Goat meat, yes. We talk about snails. People that eat snails, we talk about snails. All falls under this group, protein. So your protein will be your chicken, it will be your goat meat, it will be turkey, it will be snails. It can even be something like granules. Those are your protein. So this 25% is going to be made of protein. And then the remaining 25%, we are going to use it for our carbohydrate because, of course, our body needs carbohydrate. It needs energy for it to function properly. So we will put our carbs here. Carbs is a short form of carbohydrate. So here you are going to eat your carbohydrate. And a good example of carbohydrate, remember when you are managing diabetes, when we are talking about carbohydrate, we are not talking about simple carbohydrate or the carbohydrate that is going to digest very fast. No, we are not talking about carbohydrate that is going to digest very fast like white bread, white rice. No, we are talking about carbohydrate that has fiber in it, and this fiber is made it to be known as complex carbohydrate. So we are talking about complex carbohydrate, and it's going to be something like your green plantain. For people that like to eat plantain, this is where your plantain will fall. For people that like to eat sweet potatoes, your sweet potato will fall here. For people that like to eat rice, they cannot do away with rice, but this time around, voila, thank you very much, aubergine. Your aubergine is going to fall under your vegetable. For people that like aubergine, aubergine is garden eggs. Yes, your garden egg. Thank you very much, Cooking Mama. Cooking Mama, thank you. I see you on TikTok. Yes, your aubergine is also going to fall under your vegetable, or we call it African garden egg. So it's going to fall under your vegetable. And then for your complex carbohydrate, we have plantain, we have sweet potato. For people that cannot do without rice, here is where your rice can also come in. But this time around, you are not going to be eating white rice. You are going to go in for the brown rice. So you will come here and you will put your brown rice. Yeah, we talk about brown rice, and also we talk about beans here. Yes, beans, you can put beans. Beans is carbohydrate. You can also put beans in carbs, or you can put beans with protein. It depends on where you want beans to fall, because beans is protein, beans is also fiber. That is why you see that beans is a powerful food when it comes to diabetes, because you can use beans as protein, you can use beans as carbohydrate, and also you can use beans as your vegetables, which is your fiber. And remember, when you are eating foods that contain fiber, this fiber is going to help to slow down your blood sugar level, because fiber is a kind of carbohydrate that do not digest in your body. It has what is known as resistant starch. So because of this resistant starch, this fiber from your beans, your vegetable, whatever you are eating that contain or is high in fiber, it is not going to spike your blood sugar level because of the resistant starch that is found in it. So that is why it is good when you eat your fiber, which is 50%, and it contains a lot, your vegetables that is 50%, and it contains a lot of fiber. No matter how much you eat it, you are not going to notice blood sugar spikes because of the fiber. Why? Because it is resistant. It is not broken down in your system. It is not digested in your system. So when you eat it, it goes into your system, and what only happens, your good bacteria, they use it to make your blood sugar levels to be stable, but it doesn't actually affect your blood sugar levels in any way. So that is why it is very important for you to always eat a lot of fiber. Divide your plate into 50% and fill it with your vegetable. If you want to add beans to it, you can add beans to it. If at times you don't want to eat vegetable, you can also just use just your beans and make it 50% of your plate. Yes, you can also just use beans and make it 50% of your plate, because beans itself can be used as carbohydrate, it can be used as protein, and also it can be used as fiber. So now that we have our scale on how to eat, which is very important for you to know how to eat clean, and we have divided our plate into the portions that you are supposed to fill in, whether it is your vegetable 50%, your protein 25%, and your carbohydrate 25%. That one is very, very important. Sheila Watson says, thank you very much. So interesting. Thank you very much. My pleasure, Sheila. You're welcome. Thanks for joining. Hey, Louisa, thanks for joining. I see you're welcome. Please make sure to give the video a thumbs up, share it. And this is just a tip of what you are going to be learning in my 4 weeks diabetes reversal group. So if you haven't yet joined that group, please, I'm calling on you. please join it because it's going to be a life-changing group. It's going to transform your life. Your life, I assure you, it will never be the same again. This is just one of the things I am going to be teaching there. So imagine if I can demonstrate it like this and you understand it the other weeks, what else can be taught in those weeks? So just think about it and try to imagine it. So I'm really begging on you, join my group because I know the importance. I know what you are going to profit from it. So now we know that you have to divide your plate into 50%, 25%, and 25%. But also the order in which you eat your food, it matters a lot. It doesn't mean that because you have divided your plate into 50%, 25%, and 25%, you have to eat in any order. No, there is a good order for you to eat in order for you to put your blood sugar levels stable. So how are you going to eat? This is how you are going to start eating. You are going, if you want to eat, when you have put your food in your plate, you will start by eating your vegetable first. That is it. So your vegetable is going to be the first thing that you are going to eat from your plate. So your vegetable is number one. Your protein is going to be the second thing that you are going to be eating from your plate. And then you are going to end up with your carbohydrate. I will explain to you why there is this order of eating. So your carbohydrate is going to be the last thing that you are going to eat from your plate. Okay, let me read this comment from Emeline. Thank you very much for the wonderful health tips. You are wonderful. How do we join the group? Okay, Emeline, for you to join the group, please just take the WhatsApp number that is on your screen, Emeline. Take the WhatsApp number that is on your screen and send me a WhatsApp message. I'm going to send you a link for you to register. Interested in the WhatsApp group but the cost? Wow, you are interested in the WhatsApp group but the cost? Yeah, it's $50. And to be honest with you, like I said, what you are going to learn from those 4 weeks is even going to, you will say, Ma, why did you ask just $50 for this class? Upon all this teaching, you were supposed to take something even more. But I just leave it for $50 because I want everybody to involve in this lesson. It's going to be a life-changing class. I assure you, or I know what I have prepared. I know the information that I have prepared. I know the package that I have prepared for these 4 weeks. So if you want to reverse your diabetes, if you want to take your diabetes under control in your hands, please make sure to join this group. Brenda Bench say you are doing great, big sis. Hey, Brenda, thank you very much, little sis. Thanks for joining. You're welcome. Thanks for the gift. You're welcome. Thanks for the gift. Thanks, Brenda, for the gifts. You deserve a clap. Thank you very much. Thank you, Brenda. Yeah, thank you very much for the gifts. I see, Brenda. Thank you. Yeah, so imagine if you can have this just now, then the 4 weeks that we are going to be together is going to be amazing. You are still going to learn more. She says, how much is $50 in France CFA, which is Momo number we using? Okay, Emeline, $50 in CFA, I think is around 28,500 to 29,000 CFA francs. If you are interested, send me a message. Also, use that number on the screen and send me a message on WhatsApp so I can send you a Momo number to pay your money in. You can also pay with Momo. For those who are in Cameroon and you want to join, you can also pay using Momo. So send me a message. I think it's 28,500 to 29,000. I'm not so sure, but it ranges between that amount. So you can send me a message and then I will give you a Momo number for you to use it. So use the screen. I'm in Canada. For Canada, it is $50. Canada is $50. So just send me a message on, then I'm going to send you the link for you to register. You register using a link. If you are interested, send me a message. Use the WhatsApp number. The WhatsApp number, let me call it. For those of you who are on TikTok, let me call the WhatsApp number. That is 466. If you are on TikTok, please take the number. How much is US dollar? Brandos. US dollar is $50. The class costs $50, Brandy. The class is just $50. That is the US dollars. Yeah, so it is $50. We don't have to convert your own again, Brenda. You are already US dollars, so we'll not convert your own. So for people that are on TikTok, the number is +32 466 38 86 64. Let me call it again. +32 466 38 86 64. Okay, was asking because US dollar is higher than Canadian dollar. No, normally then I don't know much about the dollar, but I'm using the US dollars. Yes, it's the US dollars I'm using. So people who are in Canada are going to pay a little more, a little less then. Yes, I'm talking about the US dollars, not Canadian dollars then. So if you are from Canada, it means you are going to pay something lesser, but I don't know how much it is. I don't know. But for the US people, it's $50. Yes. Okay. Please like and share the video. Econo Evil Great. Thank you very much, Dr. Damilare. I see you're welcome. Brenda, you will join. Thank you very much, Brenda. It is very good for you to join, Brenda. To be honest, you are not going to regret joining, and it's going to be a life-changing group that you have ever joined. Let me put it this way. It's going to be one of the life-changing group that you've ever joined, because I'm going to teach you your health, how to reverse insulin resistance, pre-diabetes, diabetes. In these 4 weeks, I'm going to give you everything that you need to know to reverse it. So yes, I am interested, but the cost is too much for me. I am retired. Where, Titi, where are you now? $50, $50. That is the least I can really do. But you know, I see post video, I see come here to teach. Just try to see how you can register, Titi, because it is very important for you to join this group. Now, let's continue. Let's go back to our board. So we were talking about your plate. You've shared your plate into 3. 50%, 25%, and 25%. And 50% is your fiber, which is made of vegetables, whether it's cocoyam leaves, sweet potato leaf, pumpkin leaf, zucchini, broccoli, bloomco, cauliflower, okra, bitter leaf, whatever vegetable that you enjoy eating. Somebody said aubergine, which is garden egg. Yeah, all of them fall under our 50%. We have 25%, which is made of protein, and that is egg, fish, chicken, turkey, goat meat, snails, nyamangoro, we call it nyamangoro in Cameroon, slow boys, and we have granite also. And then for our carbohydrate, I said we are not talking about simple carbohydrate like white rice or white bread. No, we are talking about good carbohydrate that takes time to digest in your body. And when we talk about that, we talk about plantain, we talk about sweet potatoes, we talk about brown rice, and we talk about beans. Why this carbohydrate, they take a longer time for them to digest in your body is because they have fiber. Remember, I have told us that fiber, it acts like your police, your blood sugar police. It stays on the way and blocks sugar from going into your bloodstream. So your fiber is your blood sugar police. It is like the traffic police that stays there and say, blood sugar, you don't have to go up, you don't have to spike. So it is very important for you to eat foods that are high in fiber, because they are not going to cause your blood sugar levels to spike. I also made mention of the fact that if you are that person that like beans, you can put beans under carbohydrate, because beans is carbohydrate. Yes, beans is carbohydrate. The only difference is that beans has resistant starch, which means that beans will not digest in your system. You also can put beans in your protein, because beans also is a good source of protein. You can also add beans to your vegetables, because beans contain fiber, which is also good for you. So now you have your plate like this. There is an order for you to eat, not because you have divided your plate into 50, 25, 25, you have to eat anyhow. No, you have to eat following the right way, because when you eat the right way, it is definitely going to help you in managing your blood sugar level. So what is the right way for you to eat? The right way for you to eat, when we talk about eating clean and using the plate method, is for you to start with your fiber. When you are eating, start with your fiber. Make sure to eat your vegetables first. Eat your vegetables. If you have okra, eat your okra first. If you have bitter leaf, eat your bitter leaf first. If you have pumpkin leaves, eat your pumpkin leaves first. If you have zucchini, eat them first. If you have aubergine, eat them first. And don't ask me that, okay, people, now I want to eat fufu, how will I do? Don't worry, I'm going to explain that to you. Don't worry, don't panic, I got you covered. Do not worry, I'm going to explain that to you. So you start with your fiber, you start with all your vegetables. After you finish eating your vegetable, remember your vegetables, they contain 50% of your plate. So after you finish eating this vegetable, which is 50%, you switch now to before we even go there, why are you starting with fiber? You are starting with fiber because I have explained that fiber acts like your traffic or your blood sugar police. So fiber is going to help your blood sugar levels not to spike up very fast. Fiber is also going to digest very slowly, and because it's going to digest very slowly, it's going to keep you full for a very long time. That is why it is good for you to start with your fiber first, because it is going to slow down sugar absorption into your bloodstream. It is also going to keep you full for a more longer time. That is why you need to start with your fiber first. Then after eating your vegetable, which is your 50%, the next thing for you to eat is your protein. Yes, protein is the next thing that you are going to eat. You are then going to eat your fish, you are then going to eat your egg, you are then going to eat your turkey, you are then going to eat goat meat, your snails, your granite, or whatever thing that was on your plate in the form of protein. That is going to be the second thing that you are going to eat. And this is also going to assist fiber in keeping you full for a long time. So if it's going to keep you full for a long time, just like fiber is going to do, or your vegetable is going to do, it means that it's going to prevent your blood sugar levels from spiking. That is why you will see some people, they will have a clean plate like this, but at the end of it, when they eat, their blood sugar levels is still going to spike. Why? Is because they don't know the right order for them to eat. Yes, there is a right order for you to eat so that you prevent blood sugar spikes. And just as I have explained, you start with your blood sugar police, which is going to block any blood sugar from going into your bloodstream. Second, you add the protein into it. Protein in combination with your vegetable or fiber is also going to help to keep you full for a long time. And if it is going to help to keep you full for a long time, it's therefore going to help to prevent blood sugar spikes. So after you have eaten your fiber, vegetable, the next thing, which is the last thing on your plate, is for you to then go ahead and eat your carbohydrate. And to be honest with you, by the time you reach your carbohydrate, which is the portion that has starch, you will be full already. Even if you want to eat the carbohydrate, you will not eat carbohydrate again in a big portion. Most often, even the 25% that you reserved for your carbohydrate, you will not even be able to eat the 25% because you ate your vegetables and then you went to your protein. And by the time you got to your carbohydrate, you were already full. So it is very, very important for you to note this order of eating, because this carbohydrate is what contains starch. This group like this is the group that is going to cause a big spike in your blood sugar levels than the other ones, even though it is not that high because of the complex carbohydrate. But if you want to compare it with fiber and protein, you will see that this group contains more carbohydrate than protein and fiber, and that is why it is good for you to end up with your carbohydrates. Now, I know what you're thinking. You are saying, Madam, you are asking us to eat fiber first or eat our vegetable first. Then we go and eat our protein before we start eating our carbohydrate. Me that want to eat eba and soup, how am I going to eat it? Or me that I want to eat my yam and vegetable soup, how am I going to eat it? Do you mean that I should eat all my vegetable first before I start eating my carbohydrate or my yam or my eba? No. There is a better way for you to do it. Normally, as African, for us to really enjoy our African foodware, we need to combine our fufu with the soup to eat it well. So what you are going to do is that you are not going to eat, there are two options that I'm going to give you. The first option for you to eat like how we normally eat our fufu and soup is that you are going to use your fufu or your plantain or your sweet potatoes or your rice from here. You will use just a small portion and then you add it with a lot of vegetable and swallow it, if that makes sense. So you will not separate your fufu, you will not separate your plantain, you will combine it together with your vegetable or your fiber. But what you are going to do is that instead of you, like we normally eat, we take big fufu and small vegetable. No, you will do the reverse. You will instead take small fufu and big vegetable. So that is how you are going to eat it. If you are eating fufu, if you are eating eba, if you are eating yam, or that you cannot separate it, if you don't want to separate it, that is how you are going to eat it. So instead of you taking a big lump of eba or fufu, you are going to use just a small one and you use much vegetable to combine it. Another thing that you can also do is that before you eat it, you eat maybe half of your vegetable. So you divide the vegetable first into 25% and eat 25 of that vegetable first, and then you start now using the remaining 25% of your vegetable and combine it with your carbohydrate. If you do it like that, it's also not going to spike your blood sugar levels because you already blocked it with the 25% of the vegetables that you ate before combining the carbohydrates and the remaining vegetables. So those are the two best options that you can use if you want to eat eba, fufu, and soup and mix it. So that is just how you eat. If there is any question, I will want to answer. For a practical tip, let's try to make it more concrete or more practical. For example, if you want to eat, a practical tip will be something like you put vegetables here. Which kind of vegetable do you like to eat? Let's say you put bitter leaf or salads. That's a good one. You can put salads here. So you fill your plate with salad. It can be mixed salad. It doesn't matter the kind of vegetable. Maybe your tomatoes, cucumber, your iceberg salad, your lettuce. You mix them here for your 50%. Now, this 25%, you can put your chicken, you can put your meat, or you can put your fish, or even you can put your normal egg. Egg is good. Egg is cheap. Egg is common. So if you don't have meat, if you don't have chicken, you don't need to go and still use your egg. Protein na protein. So long as you chop protein, when you enter your skin na protein, your body no go differentiate whether you use na egg or you use na chicken. So protein is protein. Yes. So that's a typical example. We are trying to make it more practical with a good example. So what is you are going to do is that you are going to put your salad here, mixed salad can be from any vegetable that you enjoy eating, and then you put your protein here, your fish, your chicken, your turkey, your goat meat, your snails, your groundnut, and then here you can put maybe your plantain or your sweet potato or your rice. That is your balanced plate. Before you want to eat, you first start, you eat your salad. You think it's a mistake that when you go to the restaurants, you see they will bring you soup for appetizer. No, it is not mistake. They give you that soup as an appetizer because soup is vegetable. That is the same thing that you are going to do here. So another example, for example, if you want to eat gari and okra soup or eba and okra soup, what you are going to do is that you will use this 50%, you fill your okra soup. So your okra soup will be here, and your eba is going to be here, 25%. And then here you will have maybe your stockfish, your dry meat, whatever you are eating for your protein, it will be there. That is just how you do it. That is a concrete example for you to do it. Chia seed is also good. Chia seed falls under fiber. You can use it for your fiber and you can use it for your protein also. So you can always mix chia seed inside your food. It's no problem. You can always mix your chia seed. It's good. Seeds are very good for your protein. You can mix them in your protein. Chia seed can come on protein or fiber because chia seeds contains fiber and also contains protein. So it depends where you want to put it. So you can also add it to your food. It's very good and it's very healthy for you also. So always add chia seeds into your food if you have them available with you. So that is how you do it. Then I've talked about that. Another thing, another example, if you want an example, you can also put maybe a goat meat. For those people who like goat meat pepper soup, you can put your goat meat pepper soup there. You can put your plantain here. And also, you can put your okra soup, bitter leaf soup, ogu soup, eru, ndole. You can also put it here. Your ndole will be here. Your eru will be here. Your ogu soup will be here. Then you put your eba. You put your millet porridge. You put your plantain fufu, you put your sweet potatoes fufu, you put your brown rice fufu, you put your oatmeal fufu, and you put your protein here for 25%. Just remember that the order to eat is also very important. So that is how you eat clean. If you eat like that, your blood sugar levels are definitely not going to spike because you used a formula in eating. You started with fiber, which is going to act as your blood sugar police. Is going to help you to block your blood sugar levels from spiking up. And then you went with your protein, which is also going to combine with your fiber or vegetable to prevent those blood sugar spikes. You later ended with your carbohydrate, which is also a small portion. And to be honest with you, by the time you reach your 25% of carbohydrate, you are not even going to be able to eat up to the 25% because you add your 50% of fiber, which is your vegetable, you add the 25% of protein, so it will really keep you full. Thank you very much for the gift, Brandy. Thank you very much. Thanks, Brenda. Thank you, Brenda. Thanks for the gift. Thanks, sis. Thanks, yeah. So that is how you eat clean. And if you eat like that, your blood sugar levels are going to stay stable. You are going to see changes in your blood sugar levels. You are going to cut down your weight. For people who are struggling on weight loss, people who are struggling and they don't know how to lose weight, that is the best way for you to start eating if you want to lose weight. If you eat this way, you are definitely going to see yourself losing some kilos because you are using a good formula. And when you are using this formula, it's going to prevent you from having insulin resistance. Remember that insulin resistance is the main cause why you are even having diabetes, is the main cause why you are having all this belly fat, is the main cause why you are having PCOS, is the main cause why you are having high blood sugar levels, the main cause why you are having high blood pressure and high cholesterol. So if you eat this way, you are definitely going to reverse all those conditions. So it is very good for you to take it Very good. Thank you very much, Coach Charlie. My pleasure. You're welcome. I see you. God bless you, my sister. Thank you very much, sister. Thanks for joining. You're welcome. And there's a question here. Is it advisable for diabetes to skip breakfast? It is advisable. Diabetes, people, if you are struggling with diabetes, you can skip breakfast. We've been talking about that even 2 or 3 days ago. We talked about intermittent fasting, which is you skipping your breakfast. You can skip breakfast. I said if you want to skip breakfast, if you are on medication like blood sugar reducing medication, or if you are on insulin, you have to first of all talk with your doctor. Why? Because when you are doing intermittent fasting, you are not eating, calories are not coming in, which means that your chances of having low blood sugar level is high. And then in combination to your medication is going to bring your blood sugar levels really low. So before you do it, make sure to talk with your doctor so that they can adjust your medication in order for you to prevent hypoglycemia, which is known as low blood sugar levels. But if you are on metformin, you can conveniently, with or without your doctor's approval, do intermittent fasting, because metformin does not reduce your blood sugar level. What metformin does is that metformin only helps to stimulate your pancreas to produce more insulin. So metformin, it don't act like people that are taking unidimicron or people that are taking insulin that is going to reduce their blood sugar levels directly. No. Metformin don't work on your blood sugar levels directly. What it does is that it helps to stimulate your pancreas so that your pancreas can release more insulin, and also it helps to block your liver from releasing more sugar into your bloodstream. So if you are on metformin, you can conveniently do intermittent fasting without any stress. So I hope I have answered your question, Emmeline. Please, how can one eat all the vegetables and then plantain with Anita, I think maybe you came late. I answered the question. I knew that this question will come up. So I knew that particular question will come up, and before it came, I answered the question already. I said, us as African, we like to eat our food, especially if you are eating fufu and vegetable, you like to combine it together. But if you don't want to combine it together because you will not get the taste of it, what you have to do is, in the place of you eating a big amount or big quantity of your plantain, reduce the quantity of your plantain and add the vegetable into it directly. But make sure that the quantity of vegetable is higher than the plantain, the rice, or the fufu, or the eba that you are going to eat. That is what I explained. So let me take it again over to you. You can eat it together, but make sure that the plantain you are biting at that particular time has to be smaller than the amount of vegetable that you are going to use. So make sure if you want to combine both of them, the vegetable should always be merged. Another thing that I said is that for you to also combine your food, what you can do is that the 50%, you can first of all divide it into 25%, and then you eat 25% already empty, without no plantain, no rice, and no fufu. When you eat it like that, it means that 25% of your fiber is already in you, which is going to act like your blood sugar police. Remember, I said our fiber is our blood sugar police, so it is going to stand on the way to block our sugar levels from spiking. So you eat 25% first, and then the remaining 25, you start combining it now, the fufu and the vegetable, or the plantain and the vegetable, or the eba and the vegetable. Anita, I hope I have answered your question. It says, I'm type 1 diabetes, 16 years now. I'm sorry to hear that, Fatima. Can one take bitter leaf juice before it? Yes, you can take bitter leaf juice. Bitter leaf juice is very good. I think I've talked about bitter leaf juice in one of my videos also. You can mix bitter leaf juice and drink your bitter leaf juice in the morning. It's also good. I like that. The health hustle says, I like the phrase blood sugar police. Yes, our fiber is our blood sugar police because it blocks Just like the traffic police will stand to block the traffic lights or the cars from moving when it is red, that is what your fiber is going to do. It's going to block your sugar from spiking. So fiber is actually your blood sugar police. It is true that type 1, there is no cure. Yes, Fatima, the thing is that for diabetes type 1, you cannot reverse diabetes type 1, but you can reverse diabetes type 2. And let me explain why there is this difference. There is a difference between diabetes type 1 and diabetes type 2. Why we say you can reverse diabetes type 2 is because with diabetes type 2, your body still produces insulin. But the problem is just that either your body is producing just a little amount of insulin, or your body is resistant to this insulin. So people, if you work on your lifestyle, you are going to reverse all these conditions and your insulin levels are going to start functioning well and put your blood sugar levels under control. But for people who have diabetes type 1, which is known as an autoimmune condition, it is not possible for them to reverse diabetes. Why? Because people that have diabetes type 1, their body is not producing insulin. So if you don't take artificial insulin, there is no way that you are going to live. You are going to die. That is why, let me not talk that, you are going to quara. Let me use that word. You are going to quara. That is why you will see people that have diabetes type 1, they will live with insulin all through their lives. So long as they are living, they are forced to take insulin injections because their body is not producing insulin because of the autoimmune condition. Their body, the autoimmune condition means that their body, their cells, immune system destroyed the beta cells that produces insulin. So these people, most of them, they don't have insulin again. So that is why it is not reversible if you have diabetes type 1, because your body is not producing insulin at all. But people with diabetes type 2, we say it is reversible because you with diabetes type 2, you are still producing insulin, but the insulin is either not working well or your pancreas is just producing a little amount. But if you change your lifestyle, which has to do with your food, which has to do with your activity, which has to do with sleep, which has to do with stress, then you are definitely going to reverse it. So that is just how it works. So I hope I have answered your question. Say, by God's grace, I have stopped the metformin and doing the intermittent fasting, and I eat only 2 o'clock. That is very good. Just keep it up. So long as you can hold it, just keep it up like that. Are milk good with porridge? It depends the milk. Milk is good. Well answered. Thank you, dear. My pleasure. Milk is good, but it depends on milk. Know that milk also contains carbohydrate. So if you want to drink milk, check the kind of milk that you are drinking. Most often, go for unsweetened milk. Look the milk that you are using. Normal cow milk is high in carbohydrates, so check what kind of milk that you are using. Go for unsweetened milk. Go for milk like coconut milk. Go for almond milk. Those are the best milks that I can recommend to you. Christine watching from Nigeria. Hey, Christine, you're welcome. Love, dear sister. Thank you very much, Christine. You're welcome. Is it still the same method of eating with type 1 diabetes? Yes, you can still eat the same. Like, you can still use this method to keep your blood sugar levels under control if you are managing type 1 diabetes. Why? Because for type 1 diabetes, it doesn't really matter because your insulin level, it depends on how much carbohydrate you are eating. So if you are going to eat the portion of carbohydrate that you are going to eat, that is a portion of insulin that you are going to take. So if you know that you don't want to be taking too much insulin, then you also have to eat this way so that your blood sugar levels will not go up. Because when your blood sugar levels go up, it means that you have to add additional bolus. So you can also use this method for diabetes type 1, and it is also very effective if you are managing diabetes. Before we continue, let me advertise my 4-week diabetes class to you again. Like I said, my 4-week diabetes is going to start, coaching is going to start on the 1st of September, which is next week, Monday. So we have just 4 days to go. And what I have taught you all today is just one or the tip of an iceberg of what I'm going to be teaching during these 4 weeks. I have divided these 4 weeks into 4 simple topic, because when we say 4 weeks, it looks very good, it looks very big and very difficult. So the thing is that most often, for you to set your goals and to achieve your goals, it is very important for you to always split these goals into small portions. So when you split them into small portions, when you see them, it's going to act as a motivation to you to keep going, because you know, okay, it's just for 3 days or it's just for 7 days that I am going to do this and I achieve the goal. But if I tell you that you have to do one and the same thing for 1 month, you are going to feel tired, you are going to feel bored, and at the end of it, you are going to give up. That is why during this 4 weeks coaching that I'm going to teach, I have broken it down into 4 different topics. So every week is another topic. So you will not feel bored, you will keep the energy going, and you will keep the enthusiasm going. So the first week, what I'm going to teach you in the first week is that I'm going to teach you to understand what diabetes is and the root cause of diabetes. And also, the first week, I'm going to teach you how to start eating clean. That is what we will be learning for the first week. So the first 7 days, we are going to get a good understanding about diabetes, because most people have diabetes, but they don't even understand what diabetes is all about. And if you don't understand what diabetes is all about, it is definitely going to be difficult for you to treat your diabetes, because you don't even know what you are treating. So the first 7 days, I will use it to teach you the better understanding of diabetes and clean eating. And then for week number 2, we are not going to be focusing again on diabetes and clean eating, but we'll be focusing on how to balance your blood sugar levels with the right food combination. So I will be teaching you the right foods combination on the second week, so that you can be able to balance your blood sugar level. But it does not mean that you will forget the knowledge from week 1. No, you will take the knowledge from week 1 and add it to the knowledge of week 2 to make everything simple and easy for you. Week 3, what we are going to learn in week 3 is that we are going to learn how we can heal our body. And by healing our body, we are talking about reducing belly fat. For people that want to lose weight, for people that have stubborn belly fat, this is going to be an opportunity for you to cut down that belly fat, for you to reduce your weight, because in week 3, we are going to be talking about how to heal your body, how to reduce belly fat, how to do intermittent fasting and do it in a safe way. All that we will be talking in week 3. So you will gather again the knowledge from week 1, the knowledge from week 2, and you join it again with the knowledge of week 3. Then you are better equipped again. And then to finalize it all, in week 4, we are going to learn how to sustain what we have achieved during these weeks. Because to lose weight is one thing, to maintain it is another thing. Same thing with blood sugar levels. You can be with me for all these weeks that I'll be teaching you, and you are experiencing low blood sugar levels, but immediately you stop seeing me or you stop hearing my lectures, you start experiencing high blood sugar levels again. No. During week 4, you are going to learn how you are going to keep your blood sugar levels on a long term, which means that even if you are not going to be hearing again from me, because our classes are definitely ending during the 4th week, you are still going to be using the techniques from the 4th week to sustain your healthy lifestyle, to sustain the weight that you are losing, and also to keep your blood sugar level stable. So we are going to be learning all those things. So I will divide my 4 weeks into 4 simple and easy plan for you to follow, so that you will not feel discouraged, you will not feel weak, you will not feel overloaded. That is how the 4-week training is going to look like. So eating plantain without vegetable is not healthy. Definitely, eating plantain without vegetable is absolutely not healthy. Yes, you have to eat your plantain with vegetable. If you eat your plantain without vegetable, it's not good for you. Even though your plantain contain resistant starch, you still need to add vegetable, because your blood sugar police is there to help you. Without blood sugar police, your blood sugar levels are going to spike. I have talked on this channel that no matter what you eat, whether it is healthy as what, if you don't eat it the right way, you don't eat the right portion, you are still going to experience high blood sugar levels. So always make sure to add vegetable to your meals. Anything that you are eating, they have to be vegetables in it. Those are the kind of things that I will be teaching you in my 4-week diabetes reverse plan. So if you haven't yet joined it, and you still have the time from now till Saturday to join the group, because from Saturday I'm going to start adding people into the group. All the people that have registered already, Saturday I'm going to bring everybody together. I start dropping things. So if you still have to register, you have from now to Saturday to register to secure your place. This is going to be an opportunity. If you have been struggling, if you have been guessing, you don't always know what to eat, you want to eat but you don't know what to eat, you don't know how to control your blood sugar level, you don't know how to reduce your belly fat, you don't know how to do intermittent fasting, this is your perfect opportunity for you to join, so that you can be able to learn all these things, because I'm going to teach you in these 4 weeks for a price of $50. It is a giveaway from me to you, because $50 you will not find this class anywhere. You can go the whole of internet and search it, you will not see this kind of class for that price. So if I'm giving you, it is not because of anything, it's because I want you to understand I am out to help my African community, because we lack this knowledge. So I want us to know that it is possible for you to reverse your diabetes while you are eating our African foods, but then you have to know and you have to do it the right way, because there is a right way to do it. That is why my class is there to teach you the right way how to do it. Bless you, say, well done, ma. Thank you, blessing. Long time. Hope you are doing well. How can I join? You can join the group. Okay, let me show you. For people who are watching me on TikTok, let me try to show you how you can join it on TikTok. If you are on TikTok, let me see if I can show you from here. Let me see if I can show you how to do it. The phone is very slow. For people on TikTok, you can also send me a message. Use my number. My number is, please, if you are on TikTok, copy this number. +32. If you are on TikTok, please copy your number. +32 466 38 86 64. If you are on TikTok, use the number +466 +32. Make sure to put the area code +32 466 38 86 64. Send me a message on WhatsApp and I'm going to forward you the link. I wanted to show you, but the phone is just switching off, so it's difficult. I cannot show you. But in my bio, there is a link there. Foodstuff vendor of $50 in Nigeria. Somebody converted it. I think Popo converted it, and Popo said it was 77k naira. $50 is 77k naira. What about potato and rice? Charles Small, you are just coming in now. I talked about potatoes and rice. This is our board. I talked about potatoes. I said you can eat your potatoes and rice has to fall on your group of 25%. So your potatoes and rice will fall on carbohydrate. So if you are talking about rice, I hope you are talking about brown rice. Not talking about white rice, because if you want to manage your diabetes, white rice is definitely not good for you. So if you are talking about rice, your rice falls under carbohydrate and it has to be something like brown rice. If you must eat white rice, let your white rice really be in small quantity, and then you eat a lot of vegetable, which is your 50%. Add protein to it, which is 25%. Your potatoes depend. I don't know the kind of potatoes that you are talking. Are you talking of sweet potato or you're talking of the Irish potato? What I'll recommend you to eat, I'll recommend you to eat sweet potato. Why? Because sweet potato contain it contains more fiber than Irish potato. So go in for sweet potato. Sweet potato is sweet, but it is good for blood sugar than Irish potato because it has more fiber than Irish potato. So go for sweet potato. Do not go for the normal white or Irish potato. It's going to increase your blood sugar level. Cooking Mama say, is the class will be in the evening or in the afternoon? Okay, thank you very much for this quick way. Voila. Queen Oye says white rice was passed. Thank you very much. White rice is really the worst. That is why I say if you want to eat rice, it should be your brown rice, because white rice is processed rice. You don't need it. It's going to spike your blood sugar level. It contains nothing but starch. Immediately you eat it, it jumps into your blood sugar levels directly. Won't sweet potatoes? No, blessing. Sweet potatoes is really good for people who are struggling with diabetes because it has fiber that I advise you to eat sweet potato, but portion control always counts. So sweet potatoes is good for people who are managing blood sugar level. That is